For question 1, I would say the biggest challenge that immigrant face would be probably financial literacy. Like when they come to the UK, they might not know like the system, like how to do like national insurance and other things that might hinder them. And also the idea of it's not easy for everyone to get a job, especially like those who already live in the UK and they got a British passport. They're not able to find a job like retail and things like that, so it might make it harder for immigrants to find jobs here as well because of how tough the climate is already in the UK, and that maybe they have like language barriers, so it might make them feel isolated because they don't know there's a community that can help them. So I think that's the biggest challenge today, is the idea of that you're not able to like find jobs straight away, because like in the past, maybe in 1990s or something like that, it's easier to you can just walk in the door and introduce yourself, to send your CV and get hired on that day. But right now, like today, you're against like online as well, like people international might not be easy to find a job because like maybe there's 1,000 applicants applying for it. So I think that's the biggest challenge, like having money coming in. We don't know how that can happen. So question 2, one project I would bring to improve the life in the community would be that I will host an event that allows people from different countries to come in and bring in food that they make or that they bake, cook, or like snacks, and bring it in part of the community, and everyone can share the different dishes and learn stories about what people bring. So like maybe they bring food that of what their mom used to cook them, or they used to share like favorite snacks with their friends and family. Like bring that part of the community, and everyone can learn more about each other's background. I thought that would be quite like an awesome idea, as it allows people to connect with each other and be inclusive. Well, question 3, I'm not quite sure what the question is about, but from what I can interpret, I would like maybe bring in like an ambassador from the charity and let them travel around the UK, like going to college, schools and university to speak about the topic. I know that in the website you already done an event for the university fair, so I think just bring more of that, like bring more awareness to people, and maybe go to different like events that links back to it, so that there's more awareness of it. So for question 4, I would say it will add on to question 3 about the idea of bringing the community to education, like university and college. For question 4, I would consider like to use social media as a enhanced aspect that allows people to see about the charity further once they know about the different services that's provided, like one-on-one in-person meetup, so that they can see it more accessible and more inclusive to see about the charity on social media. Because for example, my TikTok had 16,000 impressions, and they're mostly from the UK. So I feel like that was really beneficial to have like use social media in the charity to spread more awareness to people about helping immigrants. So for question 5, I would say what will make it a successful community project would be when the immigrant goes to the charity the first time, we create a report or like a survey that asks them how confident do they feel, how are they doing, what do you expect from this charity, and then once the session is over, and once the session's over, we will create a second survey that allows them to fill in the sheet saying would they recommend this to other people who's in a similar situation, how do they feel about it, what could be improved. Because I feel like having that research or survey will allow you to analyze data and understand the feedback to create iteration, like make improvements time by time and make it better, like because we get to understand the opinions of what they are feeling and what they want. So I feel like that'll make it successful. Like if we know that it reaches a lot of audience who feel like they benefit from it. So for question 6, I would say like what is to keep them and make them more motivated would be is to create like a WhatsApp group that allows the immigrants to join with other immigrants and with the host as well, so that they can keep up to date with like where they're going and whatnot, and people can discuss together one-on-one, asking, oh, how do you do this, how do you do that. I feel like that will make the community together. Or if it's not WhatsApp, you keep a community where you can get people to be together. Another thing I would add is probably adding a newsletter, like getting their emails if they have one, and like send updates for that and make them motivated and whatnot, so they can learn more about the charity and see the improvements. So for question 7, I would say would be to contact teachers in higher education, like in the university, where the teacher can set up a live brief from the charity and make a project for the young people who's in that university to do the project, and they could bounce us ideas and help the charity that way, like bring ideas. Because I know that I like having in my university for a homeless charity, and we did a brief on it, and then one of the person who wins can help the charity actually implement that idea. So I feel like that will work and it will spread more awareness to the charity. For question 8, I say someone who has empathy, who's organized, reliable, good at communicating, passionate, willing to learn. And I say I have all those traits as well. Yeah, so I have all those skills. Like, for example, my manager, who I'm currently working with, she said that I'm reliable because in my, like, when I was doing the task, I didn't need it to be checked in. I can just do the task and they know that I don't need any help or any things to, like, they know that I don't need to ask any questions. So I just work along for that project, and I'm reliable because, yeah, they don't need to check me up on things. So for question 9, what I would do is promote about the stories of immigrants in the charity, like the before story and after story, to understand how they came to be and where they are now, to bring inspiration not to just immigrants but citizens from the UK as well, so we can all get inspired and help each other grow each other up. Question 10, final thoughts. So if there's one thing I could change in the UK, it would be for immigrants to not get discriminated for it. For example, bring more awareness about immigrants and how everyone's human and everyone wants to do better for themselves and for their family and the world. So I would bring awareness that, you know, they're human too, all the immigrants, and that they want to do better for the world, and we want to do better for the world, and everyone wants to do better for the world.